If I ever ask you, do you know any hacking games that you can play on PC just for fun, spending your evening, you're probably not gonna name even one for me. So for today, I really brought you up some interesting game in my opinion, with its downs and ups, with very interesting fact that the developer is actually looking into it and trying to improve it, with one case that I'm going to tell you about today. So I'm talking about the game called Anonymous Hacker Simulator, which has been quite popular on Steam so far, with some of the negative and positive reviews. But in my opinion, from my playthrough, the game is quite positively received by the community. From what I see, the game has a lot of great cool content, storyline and everything around it. So let me explain to you what is this game about. So there is decent amount of content in terms of missions, first of all. But the other reading and additional files you have to do, or maybe you don't want to do with some of the commands, it's almost similar and repetitive. This is one downside in the game. You're basically gonna start playing the game as like a hacker sitting in your room trying to break in through a lot of different kind of computers, different systems, and you will also do a lot of things on it. First of all, one thing, a tip for you guys, you can also use Ctrl+C and Ctrl+V inside of the game, so you can just paste and copy some of the things. It will save you a lot of time, especially when you're trying to copy IP addresses and all of these things. The game can be really confusing at the times, but during the time that I played and these 11 missions, it actually was, it's been understandable in a way when you actually do know what you're doing. But sometimes, yes, it can be strange. Quite a complete game if you look at it. The one thing I can say straight up, you need to look at it on sale. So from the missions, I can say one thing. Developer really paying attention to the details in it. Some of them, like I said, can be random, can be kind of repetitive, but overall you will enjoy it. What's quite magically appearing on your hard drive or the person's name, IP, host number, data, whatever. Sometimes it's a bit like random. It's also a longest game that I actually played for the price, and it's fine. There are some similar hidden and content, it's alternative roads to what you're actually doing to go back and forth. In a way, you technically have kind of like replayability for the game. The story in the game is also very fine in my opinion, as you don't think about it too much, otherwise it would fall apart. It also is sort of the ends in the suddenly, which kind of, I wouldn't spoil it, but not fully really went. But yeah, it's kind of open-ended, let's say, in a way. You upload the file to the system and then, whatever, something happens. The only one downside that I can say straight up, it's basically usage of GPU on my computer, for example. Even on the PAL screen, it's been using it quite a lot. The game runs fine and sometimes it's very unnecessary that the game is being frozen or whatever. They are saying that developers, that you can actually set it to VSync and the 60 OPS, but actually it's not really helping to me and it didn't help to a lot of people. But once again, this is something that I'm sure it will be focused and fixed. Money is actually entirely meaningless in this game. Maybe it's like an achievement for you or something. Because yeah, you actually have money and you can purchase different things from marketplace as a leftover. For example, some parts or GPUs and the things that you need in the game. It doesn't really change anything than improvement and environment that you walk around, but end of the day, it's okay. Basic computer is actually what you need to run, upload things and to make it quick. Alert level is something pretty trivial, unless you never use it as the point of it. You can get a bonus for completing stuff at 80% of alert or more, but since money doesn't really matter so far in the game, I guess it's something like achievement that you can do for yourself. There's a fair amount of minor bugs, like I said. None games are breaking, but some of them are more annoying, maybe. If we look at to some inconsistent total usage and response, it also happens, especially when you use some websites like Zix.com and so whatever. The GPU and UI is rather unfriendly. I can say some things are not really understandable as in a way if you're not really like a coder itself when you know the basic of some of the things that you understand. The AI art in the game is also quite cool in a way, but at the same time it's kind of like not really fun. It is interesting game. The one thing I can say that I really like is that the company and the developers actually took something in advantage. So there was a bug in one of the missions that I'm not going to go through it because it's already fixed, but there was a bug that a lot of people were commenting and was making their mission quite hard. But what came on, the developer ended up fixing the thing and the game is back actually, and the mission is running very well now. If you're a logical thinker and you're interested in all of this kind of hacking things, this game will for sure be fun for you. The one thing I can say, best thing, pick it up on sale. If you get it on sale, I think you have yourself a really great game. Value for price, it is amazing. Other way around, if you're not interested in hacking, if